Well, good morning. Let's have a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for helping me feel good and to feel happy. Please bless us that we will notice thy hand in our lives. Help us to remember to say thank you. Thank you for the way things are. Thank you for blessing us with hope for the future. Please bless us that we will have the tools in our toolbox that we will look for the tools in our toolboxes when we have trials. Please bless me that I might share my garden with everybody if they want to see it. And we're grateful for this day. We're grateful for the beauty and the warmth and how lovely it smells and the sounds of the birds and all the very loud crickets. It's actually tinnitus, but I call it my crickets. Thank you for the nature that exists in my head even when there's nothing to listen to. I always have crickets. And thank you for blessing us with each other. And thank you for such nice things that people say to me on here. I'm very grateful. It helps me a lot. And I appreciate that thou sendest people to lift me up. And please bless me that I might do what needs doing out there, that I might help where help is needed, and I might say the right things and not say the wrong things. And this we pray in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. So here we are. I was just looking at my garden map. Would you like to see my garden map? There, finally. Okay, so here's the garden map. So we have, I think it's 4 beds along the fence. Then we have 2 rings here and 2 rings here. These are all wooden boxes. So this has garlic and nettles in this last one. Potatoes and peas. The potatoes are up now. Garlic, raspberries, and peas underneath. This has potatoes and peas. Willem has just filled this with manure. This was all the compost that was in all those. It was all spread out on there. He put cardboard over it and added 4 inches of horse manure. This is spinach, artichokes. There's artichokes and mint in there. It used to be lemon balm. I'm not sure if that's what's in there anymore. I should ask Frank for lemon balm. Let me ask Frank for lemon balm. Frank has all kinds of cool plants he's always giving away, and so let's see, lemon balm. I have learned that if I don't write it down, it's gone. Okay, so Willem has now prepared this bed, and this bed with manure. These are huge, long beds like that one. And he has also prepared this one. This has got thyme, which I have to move. It's also got a big hole in it. It's got to be filled up. And this has got, I've been digging things out of this, that's right. I've been digging out the what are they called? The lilies. And there was thyme all around in it. But right now, there's some unusual thing here, which is edible in the spring. It's really, really good. It's definitely a weed. I can't find it. Swiss chard. This was thick weeds and kale. And this one back here is also thick weeds. So Willem has been working on getting rid of these weeds in the garden. So I was able to plant. So 1, 2. Now this is only half artichoke, so that's now bare. So I could put something under the spinach, and the kale needs to be transplanted. So now I have these beds I can use I can transplant the kale, and I don't think you should transplant spinach. Swiss chard is okay to transplant though. So transplant these kale and Swiss chard. Should check on them and see what they look like. I think I saw little tiny plants with little round leaves yesterday. And some of them over here, I think, something looked like it's like a broccoli leaf, right? Something like that. All right, so we're gonna go over there and do this, and I'm gonna have to do it whether you can come or not. So I can't spend all day trying to get the camera to work. So if you are lost, I will push reconnect, and when you show up, I'll see you again. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have to continue in doing my stuff. Okay? Is that okay? I still love you. Don't feel rejected. Just feel prioritized. The kids had water balloons. They're supposed to be biodegradable, but I think it takes kind of a long time for this to happen. What are we hearing here? A bird right in here. So see, things are changing right here. See, I have taken, hi, who's up there? It's a chickadee, but you're not a chickadee up there. Whatever, so trees are growing, they're doing well. This one was stuck under the wood. Remember the wood was stacked here? It was all wood pile. Gee, gee, gee. Who are you? No, that's not you. Oh, it's a sparrow. Gee, 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 gee. Now, if I could do my, I have to get my bird app. Just a second. You'll be. I almost forgot to come back. So it's the white-crowned sparrow. Here's, and this is a hemlock tree. This one on the left, the leaves you're looking at, that's a maple. That's quite a white crown, isn't it? Where's he going? I've never had a white-crowned sparrow come to the yard, but I put some seeds on the ground the other day. So here's this area here. I'm moving all of those big plants from my garden beds and putting them in here. Okay, so this is this. Let's carry on. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, did you see the flowers on the car? Maya did the one on the roof. So this has gotten walked over. Look at those. Those got walked over last night. I think I got to get rid of the raccoons. Anyway, this is the yellow tall ones. I forget what they're called. I don't think I've seen them at Scarlett's. She might want some. She grows all hers from seeds. So I'm going to put more manure in here because whatever I did in here didn't work. I don't see any coming up. I think I planted bee balm, lots of bee balm in under the ground in here. So I'm going to put some manure on it. I'll put the rest of the tulips in. Okay, so here we have our map, and there's the reality. There's a kite very stuck in the tree. So those are the beds, and there's one back in there. So this is the second load of manure, of horse manure that's going in. So I topped all these nettles. I'm going to see how nettles work when you top them. And Willem put this is artichokes in there. This is probably, most of this can probably be Well, we'll have to see what comes up here. That's always the trouble, eh? Looks like this is mint. That's some more nettles. So I can put something on this side. All right, and then the next one, right? So these two big ones, and there's nothing in that. But over here, now this one is supposed to be spinach. So let's see, is there any spinach in it? And this is weeds and weeds. And this is a lovely weed. And this is raspberries. Let's not have raspberries in here. Looks like we have a carrot. Oh, do you see any spinach? These are all lamb's quarters. Now those are all edible. So over here, these things that are, they look like little, but I think they are actually, I don't know what they are. I have big roots. I have quite the system going. This stuff has roots 4 feet deep, so don't even bother trying to get it out. Just pull out what you see. Well, I don't think I see any spinach. I put them in rows like this, did I? But we had a lot of rain, so the seeds are going to have washed. That might be it. That little brown one there. Morning, Tyler. So this is the next bed. This is the one that had all those compost, the worm buckets. This was all worms. So this is going to be quite fertile. So we're on the outside. That's this bed here. That one. And that's ready to plant. So I've got those two and this and half of that. Those are all ready to plant. Now, this one needs work. I tried pulling out some of the grass here yesterday, and I lifted all this netting and put it up on the bed because I was going to try and mow around the outside of it. I put it too close to the edge of the hill. Now those, you see, I think, I don't think Clarence is what you meant, but I'll wait for you to say what you meant. I have 1 carrot in that bed. Now this, I imagine, what is this? Is this broccoli? Let's look at these. No, it's not broccoli. It doesn't have little things at the end. So those are all ready to move around, to transplant. I should take them in the house and do some potting them up and such and getting them ready. Okay, and then we have one last bed here, which is also arted this deer netting. All right, and now out there, he's got that bed ready. And these other 4 neared work. The top one had to be empty. There's too much cedar in it. Okay, now over here, what is this bed? It's garlic and nettles. And what is this? Let's taste it. Oh, it's a little peppery, but not very. It's nice. It's a lettuce, I guess, of some sort. And this one has, oh, look, they got frosted. Morning, Suze. Those are potatoes. So those are potatoes. They'll come back. Well, this is comfrey, and this is comfrey. The idea with comfrey is chop and drop. I'm supposed to break off all the leaves. And you put them in your garden beds. Now we're supposed to have peas in here somewhere. I think, is that right? You're getting chopped up. You're getting berries. No, we don't need this in here. I love this print. It's very pretty. I don't know if you can eat it. This I don't want. I think I don't want it. Tastes good though. I'm gonna leave it. All right. You like lilacs. I'm gonna take that one out and that one out. So those three are gonna go. This one has had lots of things in it. Those are lilacs. They should come out of here. And what's in this bed? Thick weeds and kale. So the kale is on this side. That's right. This part here is all kale. Do we see any kale? Is that kale? What is this? These are flowers that don't really get to live in here. Being harsh. Now those look like something. The thing is, when you have rain for a while, it moves the seeds all around, don't you find? There, okay, so we've got one over there, one over here. Look how dry it is. How far down is it dry? It's over an inch down. So only that part of it over there was planted. But what's this? Is that pigweed? That is mint, I think. Now this bed over here needs cardboard and a lot of manure. I need to move that lily also. Trying to take out what's in them that's already good. Now this bed, does it have anything in it? Swiss chard. So these round ones might be the Swiss chard. Is the whole thing Swiss chard? I don't see any more. I'm going to have Willem fill it with manure. And fill that half anyway. If I find the Swiss chard, I'll transplant it around. So this has to also be moved, those two, which is coming up in there as well. And then there's this plant, which I realized about before. This plant here fell asleep. So let's see. This is comfrey. So let's check it out. Comfrey, comfrey, comfrey. We're going to chop and drop, which will help to nourish this area. So this whole thing up here, there's another one, and another one, another one, another one, another one. And now that they're here, they'll be here forever. And they'll all become great big groups. Okay, now I planted it along here too, but just where, I'm not sure. Here, no. I want to mark it. So I think I'm going to have to get some. Look at this lovely tree. Look at how well it's doing. All those little ones coming out. Beautiful tree. Oh, the Lord blessed it, and so here it is. But you're back. So, in the garden here. Okay, so Alaska pea. We just got whatever we could find, right? Okay, so let's smooth this out. This is very old manure. Very old, well rotted. But it will grow a lot of wonderful lamb's quarters and other so-called weeds. Okay. I used to put them in by the handful and let them hold each other up. All right, so we'll leave that there. I think the reason my other piece didn't grow is because those were the peas we saved. Maybe we didn't do it right. A lot of birds, eh? A lot of stuff going on up there. Oh, look at this one right here. What is he? Is he a catbird? See him over underneath there? Oh, that's a blue jay. Oh, well, whatever. Look at those great things, eh? So, just finished putting these in the ground. Give them about 2 inches apart. But you can put them so that they will end up with a nice amount that support each other. Uh-oh. It's got not very deep before it gets to the cardboard. But the cardboard should give way to the peas. Okay, so now we've got sweet garden peas. Which side of the garden are we on? Or over here? Okay, so sweet garden peas, I'm going to come from there and I'm going to get sweet garden peas over here and over here. Let's go on that side now. So I need to write all this down in my book because I forget it as soon as I do it. Some of this isn't deep enough. Yeah, it should have another whole lot on it. I'll have to soak it so it breaks down the cardboard. All right, we need more in the middle. I shall ask him. I guess I could do it. All right, so these are not yet planted. I bet this should have a whole bunch too. We're okay, it goes down. Oh, it goes down pretty far. This is all right. When these get a little bigger, I'll harvest them. Those are the lamb's quarters. Okay, let's go get some of this manure here. It's too bad we can't just back that right up that close and I could just walk the handfuls, couldn't I? Okay, now if I were going to do that, I would have to turn. I want this to go that way, so I need to turn that way. Okay. I wonder if I have keys out here. I probably don't. If I just follow it. No keys. Oh, that poor thing is in the car. Okay, hold on. Gotta get car keys. Where's this bird? Garden maple. I'll have to put them in the middle of the peas. Beans. What am I looking for? My keys, that's right. Some tidying up needs doing, don't you think? I was going to take the bottom sheet off of that and let that. I have to put that up on the railing, I think. What was I going to do? I was going to do the car. All right. Okay, here we go. Take this outside. Okay. Okay. And now we'll put it over the railing. I put mushrooms down there. Who knows, but maybe they'll grow. It's so strange that paint, which is supposed to be for your, didn't stay on. Don't you think that's a little strange? Okay, so let's lift you out of this. See, it lets all the dirt go through it. That's what's so cool about wool. So the dirt comes out on that, but it's going to make this stuff much cleaner. I'll set you there while I put this over the railing. Okay, that's that part. Somewhere over the railing. I wonder if any birds are living in this birdhouse, or if I can cover it with my fleece. Probably assume that someone's living in it. Okay, there we go. Sorry to leave you over here with such a lovely view. Little by little, it'll get clean. Okay, what was it we're doing? Moving the car. That's right, moving the car so we can keep planting our peas. Isn't that a good spot for the chair? So this is a hydrangea that's coming up, and there's one along there that's coming up. I planted them all along here, and I haven't seen any signs of growth yet. But they might not have made it through the fall and the winter. Okay, so we're gonna move the car. We're gonna angle it and see if I can just shovel it straight into that pea bed. But first I shall show you this beautiful car. Ta-da! A monarch from memory. A rendition. It was fun. We'll do more later. Okay, so now I guess I have to, if I follow it, it's going to go straight. I have to go that way, right? I have to take the back end of my car that way, and that'll turn it. Okay. I've been using this up. All right, so I'll do this thing again. I have to put this on, or we have to hear that seatbelt warning. What do we call that call? Well, then I had a new word for it. All right, so now I want to go around that way. So I do this. Yes, it's turning. Okay, and now I shall follow it. There, right to the bed. Let's see if it worked. Are you enjoying it? Look, 9 people are here, even though we're in and out and in and out, according to what the cell service was like. So, we are planting in the garden today. If I leave my keys in the door, they in the ignition it locks, so I have to hang them up like that. Okay, so now William had a shovel here. I will use his shovel because his shovel is going to work just fine. This would be better than whatever that's called, wheelbarrowing it. I'm just going to carry it. Let's see if I can put you somewhere where you can see what's happening. What do you see? I don't know where to put you. You're so hard to please. You know, if I don't put you in the right place, you'll fall down. Life won't be any good anymore. Is this possible? Will you stand there? Will that do you any good? No, we're going to look that way. Now where are we going to see? Whatever. The thing is, actually won't turn off. Do you realize what you are allowing me to do? Because you are here with me, I am able to do something. I don't think that you realize how important that is. I think I should be using a snow shovel. This is going to work wonderfully. Snow shovel would be infinitely better, however. Hey, that stuff looks fresh. And maybe it just didn't decompose because it's been under here for a long time. I think that's the answer. It froze last night. 0. Well, maybe it went below 0. I think it meant to -1 or 2. 0 being freezing, of course, you know that, right? So how's the gardening going at your house? You got some hot weather now? Everybody else has hot weather. I hope you don't have fires where you are. I hope we don't have fires here either. really get a wonderful view. You get a bit of a view. But what you're doing for me is priceless. Thank you so much for, you don't even have to be there. Just the idea that you might be there is enough. Piece of cement. How do we get cement in the garden? I thought I cut a lot of this up, but then here it is. Maybe I just keep moving it. Maybe I'm making progress. I am making progress. Won't go in like that. Funny, eh? Because there's a big chunk. I have some nice dreams. You know, I'm always someplace else with my dreams. Far away places. I don't know where I went this time. I really like dreaming. It's nice. This is very good. It's filling it up. So now I have at least 4 or 5 inches of soil, I think, under my peas. But they will rot the cardboard. And under the cardboard, there's another 6 inches of soil. So I guess everybody does their gardening in gardening beds like this now, eh? Interesting. Or at least the ones that don't have big tractors. Oops. So our grass will grow greener here. The grass is much, lights are much brighter now. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and look at that big earthworm there. He's huge. Well, he was a lot bigger when he was stretched out. By the time I picked him up, he was little. Okay. I should have filled this one up too. So I'm up to here. Ta-da! I can turn you around and have you here if you'd like now. Wait, turn you around. Hey, look, people have been talking. Good morning, Tyler. How many Clarence plants? I don't know. I just sprinkled all the seeds. Morning, Suze. What a nice screened-in area. Isn't that wonderful? I mulched my tomatoes with cast-off fleece. I'm impressed with the results so far. Good job. Good job. That's interesting. I'm not sure how it breaks down in the garden. I have some that's kind of rotted. I should use that. It's in a container. I've had it for, I don't know, maybe 15 years now. It's lost all of its strength. It's just, the powder. Anyway, so I'm going to put you down here. I'm going to go back to getting some of this stuff to work. A lot deeper. This is pretty deep. That's 4 inches or something there. So it's newer. So anything related to, what was this supposed to be, Swiss chard? Yeah, finding any plants here. Like this whole area here. What's this one? This is spinach. Okay, we got a spinach. Oh, we have spinach tape. Oh, yes. Okay, then. So we have tape. So if that's one spinach, there's going to be more along the tape. Huh. Maybe. Uh-oh. Bugs are getting me. Okay, can't be in one place forever. So that was... Okay, we have to plant them now. All right, I have a bug hat. I should probably get it on. I have an awesome, awesome kite. Okay, so let's go over here and do this. Hard, eh? One step ahead of another. There we go. Okay, so that's all this one. So now we'll just push them in every 2 inches from one another. Okay, so there's peas everywhere then. Okay. Hey, Chumbles. No more using this for a